So it's you. How near's light?
Welcome, young warrior.
Please, tell me something about... this book.
By the gods, did you get this book from Rowan? What has become of him?
Rowan fell in the frost marches. It was my fault.
You were just a messenger, but now you are much more than that. That should be clear to you.
Is it true that this book contains the secrets of the Convocation?
Not only that, this book gives the reasons why the Convocation was doomed to failure. It explains what it really is, a deception. Not a secret of the formers, but rather a false clue. Vengeance of the renegades, the dark gods, left behind as an evil lure by the Fial Darg in Xul. The Fial Darg knew that the primeval forces could not be tamed. Only Ioneer is capable of that feat, and so they misguided the nations into invoking the powers at the right time and thus destroying themselves.
But the Dark Nations would have been destroyed as well.
Bear in mind that these rune tablets were made at a time when the Dark Ones were driven out of Xu and the renegades were banished from the world. Back then, the Dark Ones stood on the brink of destruction anyway.
Where did you acquire so much knowledge about things that even the Circle did not know? Rowan got this book from you, didn't he?
I may know a great deal, but you must not know everything. Farewell.
Greetings from Ortank.
Thank you, but that's not why you're here, right?
I'm looking for Amra's armor. Ortank sent me to you.
Amra is gone. Leia is gone. Only the gods know what has become of them. Amra was a warrior, short-tempered, but his heart was in the right place. And Leia was the loveliest creature the world has ever seen. The two of them would have made a lovely couple, but then Leia went away with some fellow in disguise, and Amra was never the same again. Raged and howled all day. Finally, he ordered us to forge this armor that neither a sword nor magic can penetrate. When it was finally finished, he left to bring Leia back. He never returned. This disguised fellow must have slain him and then run off with Leia. Poor Shan. She's been worried to death over her sister ever since.
Shan Muir is Leia's sister?
That she is. Go and ask her yourself if you don't believe me.
So you're back.
Can you brew a Zirfar potion for me?
The Zirfar potion? Who has sent you? Is it that hermit?
Yes. You know of him?
Indeed I do. He's a murderer, a slaughterer driven by madness. His illness and weakness are the only reason why he is still on the loose and not in a dungeon. His suffering gained him the sympathy of the judges. The Zirfar potion might help him, but once he regains his strength, he will doubtlessly start murdering again.
Have you no compassion for him?
I can give you a pain-easing potion. It will ease his pains even if it doesn't cure them, but the Zirfar potion, never.
Then give me that pain-easing potion.
Here it is. Bring it to the hermit.
You are Leia's sister?
Yes. May the gods protect her wherever she is, and her beloved as well, even though their love brought nothing but misfortune to our house. You should know that Amra once hired on as a mercenary for my father. At that time, my sister Leia fell in love with him, and would certainly have become his wife had a wealthy mage not already asked for her hand. And so my father sent Amra away. Leia gave him a sign of her favor, her most precious possession, the pledge of the gods. A golden ring, which she had once received from the hand of the goddess Elen herself. Then the mage came and took Leia with him, and that was the last we heard from her. But one day the mage returned, raging with fury. He killed my father and destroyed our home. I never found out exactly what happened back then, but you aren't the only one interested in the history of the House of Muir. For days, there have been strange creatures lingering about the ruins of our house. They seem to be looking for something there.
Perhaps they're looking for Amra's armor. I'll have a look myself. Where exactly will I find your house?
Take the road to the east after the North Bridge, then you'll come right to it, but all that's left of it is a ruin. There is nothing to be found there.
Someone seems to have a different opinion.
The rune's orders?
At your service.
Ready and able.
At your command.
I'm ready. Yes. Follow me. Stand by me. The lines must hold.
Ah, an adventurer. I hope you're not one of the long-fingered variety. Otherwise, you'll soon kiss those fingers goodbye. Do you hear?
What goods do you sell?
I trade with things far beyond your imagination, let alone your budget. You'd better just move on.
I believe I ran across some of your people.
People? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the scum that was rummaging through the ruins of the House of Muir. They had this letter with them.
You must excuse me. Good people are always hard to find. Of course, I will see to it they are severely punished.
That's already been taken care of. They made one mistake they will never make again.
Well, then justice has been served. They weren't much good anyway. Now please excuse me, I have to.
Not so hasty, my friend. What were your people looking for? After all, they were there on your orders.
Oh, nothing at all. An old story.
You're looking for Amra's armor, aren't you?
You know about the armor? Well, Good. Let's talk.
But not here. The town has many ears. Meet me at the Wildland Pass. I followed Amra's traces to there.
Good. I'll be there.
The potion. No. Get away with it. That will only retard the pain. You don't understand. Nobody understands me. I must...
What must you do? What's wrong with you?
They say I'm a murderer. Perhaps I am, but I didn't do it voluntarily. Once, I fell under the spell of a Dryad. A horrible enchantment. Magnificently beautiful, and yet cold and consuming like frost. She gave me hours. I can't begin to describe them. But one night, she stole a lock of my hair. Since then, we have been bound together in a pact. Her hate burns in my breast. Men are rivals. Women challenge her beauty. They must all die. All of them.
I will liberate you from your spell. Where is the grove of this Dryad?
In the forest of Eloni, near a pond. That's where I met her the first time. But be careful. She knows what I know. She'll be expecting you.
Enemy.